The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. A hard time.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back? The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
Come on. Yeah! Surrounded. Straight home now. those who have nothing. Go empty your pockets. A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew. Thanks, Gal. No more vengeance. No more war. Come on. Yeah! Good girl. Run like the wind. Straight home now. This beast isn't to be trifled with. No.
buying or selling? Anything else? A fine choice. Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Kanver. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying. all the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave.
Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Kanver is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Kanver with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Oh, I will, I guess.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among... Is that blade for hunt?
Figurative.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been such. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to mature.
Do you want to...
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might... Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast. Bring me that beast's skin and...
All right.
Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but... I eagerly await you.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals...
You! Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every...
University?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from... The answers I seek lie. Would you do an old man a kindness?
Climb the step.
And memorize a few in... some courteous soul is rumored to have... The three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that those namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people.
I can't promise I'll remember everything.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as feelings now.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Sky go back to how it was. I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Kanver, and the rest of the boxes to Dalaman.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you?
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less of late?
Yes.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar. The engravings were in good repair, considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't... let's start with the engraving to the...
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged. But whatever could have driven the guard... the engraving...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone, or...
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor, its guardian roots. This is proving most
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers, 3 engravings. 1 guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why...
Too many stairs, Bap.
How are those new... It's treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone.
Beneath the flood, yes. And not a stone.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, My report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of if there is nothing for...
No.
Your Grace.
To Kanver, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under sea?
Fly up, Rosa. Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
You deserve a rest. Too slow. Be safe. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. is your...
I worried you might never... Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. Join me as my honored partner.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being a...
The free cities under siege?
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them. Free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, it just so happens that right at why you're feeling.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or none remain free for long, of course. Most find them such. The army too is in disarray and finds itself unable to provide.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity.
So where does my skill with a blade come?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hid. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your...
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Even if I begin right now, I'll be... So I'd better try to clear the place out before the...
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
All right.
I'm sure you...
Must have been a nice place once.
It will be again. Nice try.
Nice try.
that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Something them quiet.
Those are our terms.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick.
I should go and let...
Don't let me. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've...
All right. Eloise, I just...
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the...
You're still in negotiating?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been... I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army, but we shall emerge...
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah,
you wanted to...
The man I was watching earlier, the one... He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. And they're still expanding. And judging by her reaction earlier,
And you'd rather she...
I would rather she did. And I would never deny her such an... Eloise saved me from slavery. But this was not the life I won't let her give up on her dreams. She freed me from my... And she must be freed from...
You're a good man, Thea.
I have always been grateful for what my... And I want to repay the favor. By letting each time an opportunity to do just that.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is... Though I'm sure I'll still need some help.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going... That's a job for the...
Clive.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took... Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the last... Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around, but we ain't got nowhere for them to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make... I'd build them a new barracks here. Where would I put them? Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately. Coming for... There's only so many we can We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. And that's what I was hoping you might...
It's no...
Thank you.
So...
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse.
Eastpool, it's been a long time.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could, but what's done is done.
I suppose.
The blight might be pressing in, but I just would have it.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free...
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the We need somewhere to settle them.
As can I. Which is why I...
That's very kind of you. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the band. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off and make sure I'm not taken.
I can't ask you to bet.
The Akashic are the bigger...
Well, if I shall summon my men at once...
Shall I wait for you?
No.
All right.
We shall see you...
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Another down!
Any more surprise?
Bravo! A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you know there.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate his revenge. Really the answer?
It is the one I found. And it is all that I have lived for since...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, but there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought that a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from...
Understood.
Then the last of my and may Griga guide us.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster! They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die!
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Clive. Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quinton, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice...
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is your new guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy, just as I dreamed of all my plans. Building a haven, it was all for that. What is this? My faithful comrades.
Quentin.
Master Quinton!
You?
And so are you. It's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
I need to find Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for is... I have nothing.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you're only free to say you could get revenge.
I thought I prayed. Can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet. We believed that you were the...
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone...
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all our Lostwing weren't just a...
It was.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right?
A fresh one life ends. Why just a village? We could build town. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin.
Please. Quentin will suffice. After all. Permit me to withdraw. I will no longer be needing your help in looking up.
I'll pretend you never...
But you must be rewarded for your efforts.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. And I have a feeling that if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All yours. Come again. I may have more. Oh yeah.
I pity those in the villages.
Trouble with your gear, or Sanktfornian, dear? And?
Let me tell you
All right.
them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, and to satisfy that lust I sold to opposing armies. Stabbed my every client in the back. Made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met said it'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores out, and the rest as this a dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me
that there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Finished, are you?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?